Hi everyone, and welcome to another session. I am your instructor, Renelle B, and we're going to get started this afternoon lying on our backs. So you can come all the way down. And for this session, I'd like you to draw your knees out wide to the side, soles together, creating a diamond-shaped position with the legs. You can place from here one hand over your heart and the other over your belly. And for the first few moments here, start to land on the mat. Start to let go of your day. Let go of any to-dos that you may have. And allow yourself the gift to settle onto your mat for this 1 hour-long class, dedicating your entire energy to this class and releasing the need to focus on anything else, external, anything that may require your attention after class, and allow yourself to be completely present in this moment. As you rest here and land on the mat, start to become aware of your body. Start to become aware of the natural rhythm of your breath. First, starting to notice the length of your breath, the quality of your breath, how long your inhales and exhales are. Noticing if your breath is beginning through the belly or if you're breathing through the upper chest. And then also taking mental notes of where you're holding tension in the body. And as you scan your body from head to toe, just become aware of these tighter areas. And I'd like you to now draw your awareness to your pelvic area, to your inner thighs, to your hips, to your glutes. And in this position, how do those areas of the body feel? Start to notice if you're maybe holding tension in your inner thighs and see if you can soften that. See if you can allow the knees to fall open a little bit more. See if you can even lengthen through the spine a little bit more. Maybe lengthening through the lower back and readjusting your positioning a little bit, drawing the crown of the head a bit higher and taller. And then notice how this feels upon your lower back. And as you continue to draw focus to these hip area of the body, start to soften a bit more, relax through the outer glutes. Soften the groin area. Even seeing if you can soften the internal organs a little bit in this area. With every exhale, softening, opening everything up. And you can start to draw your awareness elsewhere in the body, softening those other areas, whether it be the forehead, maybe you're softening through the jaw. Maybe you want to release tension through the neck and shoulders, letting that go. And together we're going to start working on a deep belly breath. So I'd like you all to inhale through the nose, maybe start to count for 5 counts on the inhale. At the end of your inhale, slowly hold it there for a moment and then exhale through the nose for the same 5 counts, releasing the breath through the nostrils. And then hold it once again at the end of the breath before inhaling through the nose for another 5 counts. Hold at the top of the breath. And then exhale once again for 5 counts. Hold it at the end of the exhale and continue forward with these 5 count breaths. Moving on your own. And if you'd like to expand the breath a little bit longer, you're welcome to do so. Maybe exploring a 6, 7, or 8 count breath. Always breathing through the nose and exhaling through the nostrils as well. And keeping that same count on both the inhale and exhale. And on your next inhale, what I'd like you to do is start to inhale, but expand the belly up to the sky. And I want you to envision as though you're blowing up a balloon in your belly. So allow that belly to rise up. And then finally, allow the breath to move up through the rib cage, all the way up to the collarbone, only to hold the top of the breath once again. Before exhaling, when you're ready, through the nose, soften the chest down first. And then move the breath down towards the belly button and allow your belly button to slowly drop down towards the rib cage. Moving nice and slow, holding at the end of the exhale. And then inhaling for that same count, expanding the belly this time, moving the belly up towards the sky and allowing the breath to move up the rib cage towards the collarbone, holding it there at the top of the breath. And then letting everything go through the nose, softening the chest down. And the belly button draws towards the spine at the very last bit of the exhale. Release every last bit of air, nice and controlled. Hold it there once more. And when you're ready, continue with this deep belly breath on your own for 3 more long, deep breaths. See if you can expand the breath a little bit longer. If you've been working on your 5 count breath, maybe expand it a little bit longer now. At this point, I would like to encourage each and every one of you to draw in an intention for your practice today. So maybe you want to dedicate your practice to someone or something that you're trying to incorporate in your life now. So you can invite that intention to your practice, drawing a little bit more meaning for your movement practice. And we'll take one last final breath. At the end of the exhale, slowly draw your knees back to center with the help of your hands. And for a moment, separate the feet nice and wide, wider than your mat, and just allow the knees to fall in towards one another. Bring your hands on your belly and keep working on that deep belly breath. Softening through the low back here. Take one more breath. Exhale it out. Bring your feet and heels down on the floor. Lengthen through the backs of the legs. Reach your arms up and overhead. And then from here, grab hold of interlace your fingers together. And you're going to walk your feet over to the left side of your mat. And you can cross your right ankle over the left ankle. And then slowly walk your hands and chest to the left. So you're kind of creating a banana-shaped position with your body. Draw your right hip down. Lengthen through the right side body as well as the right side of your hip. And I want you to lengthen your entire body almost like you do when you wake up first thing in the morning. And you lengthen and stretch the whole of your body. So I want you to do that on the next inhale. Lengthen everything out. And exhale, soften. Take one more breath. Exhale it out. Come back to center with your chest and with your legs. And this time the feet go over to the right side of your mat. You're going to cross your left ankle over the right ankle. And then you're going to walk your chest and hands over to the right side corner of your mat, creating that banana shape on the other side. Pressing that left hip down, lengthening on the inhale. Nice long deep breath and stretch. And as you exhale, soften everything down. Take one more breath. Inhale. Lengthen everything. Stretch through your toes and fingertips. And then exhale, soften, let everything go. Relax the forehead, relax the elbows, soften through the knees. On your next inhale, come back to center with the legs and chest. And hug everything down the center, bringing your knees in towards your chest. Hug them nice and tight here. And we're just going to rock here side to side, or you can create circles with the hips moving in one direction to start. Decompressing through the spine, massaging the low back. If you're drawing circles, move the circles through the other direction now. Come back to center with the knees, bring your hands behind the thighs, and start to rock and roll the length of your spine, moving up and down, rolling forward and back. And see if you can pause at your sits bones, balancing there for a moment before you roll back. Take 2 more turns. And then when you come up on your final round, come to sit. And then we're going to explore our boat pose here. So I want you to hover your feet off the ground, bringing your ankles and knees in alignment. Spread your toes nice and wide. So all 10 toes are flexing towards the back of the mat, spreading them nice and wide. And then I want you to draw your shoulder blades behind the back, lifting through the chest. Keep your knees and ankles in alignment, and from here, from this position, you can hover your hands. So we're going to work on those tuck and rolls without the support of our hands behind the thighs. So as you exhale, keep your core engaged, roll back, and then catch yourself back in your boat pose. Bring yourself back to the position. Ankles and knees are in alignment, arms are reaching forward. So exhale, roll back, keep your belly tight, and then catch yourself back up. So do this on your own, exhaling out, roll back, inhale to your boat pose. Exhale and inhale. You can do it with your legs extended as well. Whatever you decide, just keep rolling back and forth. And you'll notice that the tighter you're engaging your core, the more fluid motion you'll get through the rocking back of the spine. Take 2 more rock backs. Come into your boat pose. Find that positioning with the ankles and knees. Hands reach forward. Draw the shoulder blades back. Take 1 more breath. Lower the feet down, crossing the ankles, and then come into your tabletop position. Facing the top of your mat, spread your fingers nice and wide. Index fingers are pointing to the front of the room. And draw your knees under the hips. On your next inhale, lift the tailbone up, dropping the belly towards the mat. Gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, round through the spine. Tilt your tailbone under now. Look in towards your belly button. Drop the head down. Inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, gaze up. Exhale, look in towards your belly button. Tuck your tailbone under. Separate the shoulder blades. Keeping your eyes closed, inhale, drop the belly, lift the tailbone, gaze up. Exhale to round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, 2 more breaths. Moving with the breath, syncing the motion of the body with each motion of the breath. Inhale, slowly curling forward to gaze up. Slowly exhaling as you round through the spine. Come back to neutral spine as you inhale. Curl the toes, send the hips up and back, coming into your first down dog of the day. From here, separate the fingers nice and wide, draw the heels down. You can bend the knees, drawing your belly button towards the upper thighs and sending the hips higher towards the sky. Relax the head and neck and just pause here. Or since it's your first down dog of the day, you can pivot the hips side to side, maybe bending opposite knees as you do so. Maybe lifting the heels up and down, getting a deeper stretch through the backs of the ankles and calves. And then once you're settled in, find your down dog and find stillness here. Shut down the eyes. And for a few breaths here, resist the urge to move or fidget around, finding contentment in this position, finding rest and relaxation. Soften through the jaw, soften the forehead. Bend the knees even more as you draw your belly button towards the upper thighs and send the hips a little higher, sending a little bit more length through the low back. Take 2 more breaths. Last one. Exhale it out. Look in between the hands. Slowly start to walk to the front of your mat. When you arrive, fold over both legs, keeping your feet hip width apart. And you can bend your knees generously here. Maybe grab hold of opposite elbows. Or if you'd like, you can also interlace the hands behind the neck and allow the weight of the hands to release a little bit more through the spine. But you don't want to add any additional pressure here. You just want the weight of the hands to do the work. completely soften through the low back. This is a great exercise if you've been sitting all day long on a computer desk. Anything like that has to do with sitting a lot during the day. You should do a lot of forward folds with the knees bent. This will help you decompress the spine and lengthen through the entire spine. And so we're going to hang out here for 3 more breaths. Staying connected with that deep belly breath. At the end of your last exhale, release the hands to the mat. Bend the knees even more and slowly start to crawl up to stand, moving 1 vertebrae at a time, and let your head be the last thing to come up. When you arrive, join the hands together in front of the heart, palms together. Lift the elbows up and back, the shoulders up and back. Drawing the shoulder blades down. Soften through the neck. Find that long, grounded Tadasana pose. Rooting from the feet, spreading your toes nice and wide. Lengthening through the crown of the head while simultaneously dropping the shoulders and drawing the shoulder blades together. Take a moment here to remember the intention that you had set for yourself at the beginning of practice. Bring that intention back in towards your heart. Ground it down into your body. And on the next inhale, slowly float the eyes open. Inhale, reach the arms up. Bring the palms to touch overhead. Lengthen through the spine as you inhale. And exhale, fold over the legs. Bring your hands behind the calves or ankles as you fold forward. Inhale, hands to your shins. Press your hands into your shins as you lengthen through the crown of the head. And exhale, draw the legs in a bit closer. Maybe the forehead comes closer as you exhale. Bend the knees generously, sweep the arms up overhead as you inhale. Palms touch. Exhale, your hands come back to your heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms touch. Maybe a gaze up as you lengthen through the spine and maybe a back bend. And exhale, fold forward over the legs. Bring your hands to your shins as you come to your flat back position, lengthening through the crown. Exhale, fold into the legs a bit more. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up overhead as you inhale. Exhale, your hands draw down to the heart. We're gonna add on, inhale, palms reach up and touch. Maybe your gaze reaches to the hands, maybe a back bend. As you send your hips forward, exhale, fold over the legs. Halfway lift brings you up as you inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, fold deeper into the legs. Plant the hands, step your right leg back, and drop your right knee down, coming into your low lunge, but staying on your fingertips here. I want you to send your chest forward and through the arms, making sure that your knee and ankle are in alignment. And just find space here in the front of that right hip. Always sending the hips forward. Making sure that your left knee and ankle are in alignment and making any adjustments if you need to make sure that that is indeed the case. And on your next exhale, send the hips back towards your right heel as you extend that left leg straight. Fold fold over that left leg, bringing your left toes up towards the sky. Draw your forehead towards the shin. Rest and relax here. Bring your right hip forward, send your left hip back as you square off the hips and fold a little bit more over that left leg. See if you can soften through the back of that left thigh, softening through that left glute. Soften the jaw and forehead. Take 2 more breaths here. On your next inhale, bend through that left knee, send your chest through the arms once again. This time, engage through that left foot as you press your arms up towards the sky. Send your hips forward even more. Maybe your hands reach behind you as you open and lift the chest towards the sky. Coming into light back bend here. Exhale your hands to your heart. Keep that back bend going. Either stay here or you can reach your hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, draw your shoulder blades together, and then hover the hands off your seat. Maybe reach the palms towards the back of that right ankle. Take 1 more breath. Release the interlace of the hands. Sweep the arms up. Come back to center with the chest. Exhale, dive the hands to frame that left foot. Extend the left leg straight once more as you send the hips back. Fold over that left leg. This time as you inhale, lengthen through the spine. Push your belly button towards that upper thigh. Gaze forward and then exhale. Push the belly button towards the upper thigh as you bring your forehead down. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Gaze to the front of your mat. Exhale, fold even deeper over that left leg, letting the forehead be the last thing to come down. So you're kind of creating that wave motion through the spine as you inhale and gaze up. Exhaling from that straight spine, lower back is connected and lengthened. 2 more breaths. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale to fold deeper over that left leg. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Bend through the left knee. Step your left knee beside the right. Come into your tabletop position. Inhale, send the chest past the fingertips. Exhale, lower down chin, chest, and then hips. Inhale, baby cobra, hover the chest, keeping your hands engaged and pressing into the ground. Exhale, lower the chest and forehead down. Inhale, lift the chest and forehead off the ground. Press into the hands as you lift a little higher. Exhale, lower everything down. Keeping the elbows locked into the rib cage. Lift one last time. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Keep your gaze on your mat. And exhale to lower. Hands are framing the chest. Press back into your tabletop. Curl the toes, send the hips up towards the sky, down dog. Find that down dog once again. Maybe that entails bending the knees and pressing the hips higher to the sky. Take 3 more breaths here. Last one. Look and between the hands, slowly start to walk to the front of your mat and fold over both legs when you arrive. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up overhead as you inhale. And exhale, the hands come to meet at your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms touch. Maybe you gaze up, maybe you come into back bend as you send the hips forward. Exhale to fold over the legs. Halfway lift as you inhale, your hands come to your shins, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, ground them down, step your left leg back. Separate tracks with the feet, drop your left knee down. And once again, draw your chest through the arms, lengthen through the crown of the head, finding space through that left hip first. Maybe you want to shift your hips side to side, bringing in a little bit more movement in the hip area. Take one more breath here. Lengthen a bit more through the crown of the head. As you exhale, send the hips back towards your left heel. Lift the right toes off the ground and fold over that right leg. Squaring off the hips, draw your left hip forward, right hip back, and draw your belly button towards the upper thigh. And then from that position, you can relax the forehead down. One more breath here. Fold a bit deeper into that right leg. On your next inhale, ground your right toes into the mat, bend through your right knee, ground through that right foot as you sweep your arms up overhead. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, maybe bring the hands behind you as you lift through the chest and come into light back bend, always sending the hips forward as you do so. Maybe you hang out here, maybe you draw the hands behind you, interlacing the hands the non-habit way, so it should feel a little uncomfortable. Draw the shoulder blades together, lift through the chest a bit more, hover the hands off the seat. Keep drawing that right knee in towards the center line of the body, engage through the core. Take one more breath. Come back to center, reach the arms up as you inhale. Exhale, dive the hands to frame the right foot. Send the hips back one last time as you fold over that right leg. Drawing your belly button towards the upper thigh first and then relaxing the forehead down. Inhale, lengthen, gaze to the front of your mat. Send your belly button towards the upper thigh. Exhale, fold a bit deeper, relax the forehead down towards the shin. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, two more breaths, lengthen everything. Exhale, allow yourself to soften, folding deeper into that right leg. Last round, inhale, lengthen like a wave. Exhale to fold. Keep your hands down on the mat, bend through your right knee, and then send your right knee back. Coming into your tabletop position, ground down through the fingertips, send your chest past the fingertips. Exhale, lower down chin, and then chest, and then lower your hips down, send the chest up and through the arms. Exhale, lower everything down. Baby Cobra, 2 more breaths. Inhale. Press into the hands to lift a bit higher. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale to lower down. 1 more breath. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Bring your knees together, toes together, send the hips back, child's pose. Bring your forehead to the mat and soften everything down. Allow your belly to press into your upper thighs as you inhale and soften through the low back as you exhale. Taking 3 more breaths here, inhaling deeply and soften through the low back as you exhale. Take 2 more breaths on your own, shutting down the eyes. Slowly come back into your tabletop position. Curl your toes, send the hips up and back, down dog. Lift both heels off the ground. Exhale, draw the heels back towards the mat. Lengthen through the backs of the calves. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, draw them back down. 2 more breaths. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Look where you're going. Bend both knees generously. Either step or float to the front of the mat. Fold over both legs when you arrive. Bend the knees. Reach the arms up overhead as you inhale. Exhale, your hands come to your heart. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms touch, maybe a back bend. Exhale, fold over the legs. Halfway lift as you inhale, flat back. Exhale, draw the legs in closer. Plant the hands, step your right leg back. Separate tracks with the feet. Pivot your right heel so that you're at a 40-degree angle with that right foot. So your heels are a little bit closer together. And then press your arms up towards the sky. Coming into your warrior 1, so you want your hips to be drawing to the front of the room. You want to press into the right baby toe side of your foot. Reach the arms up. Bend through that left knee a little bit more. Keep sending the hips square to the front of the room. And that right foot is at a 40-degree angle, pointing the toes towards the right long edge of your mat. Bring the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers, draw the shoulder blades together, lift through the chest, hover the hands off the seat. Exhale, dive the chest forward. Draw your left shoulder to rest upon your left upper thigh as you reach your hands up towards the sky and relax the forehead down. Take 1 more breath. Exhale it out. Inhale, come back up to stand, keeping that interlace of the hands. Release the hands, reach the arms up. Exhale, dive the hands to frame that left foot. Pivot your right toes to the front of the room. Send that left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Bend the left knee, stack open the hips. And then square off the shoulders by looking under your right shoulder. Lift that left knee a little bit higher. Exhale, look over to your right side of your mat. Drop your left foot over to the right side of your mat. Hover that left hand as you press your hips to the front of the room, coming into back bend. Coming into your goddess pose here. Slowly lower your left hand, send your left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw your left knee in towards your chest. Inhale, extend that left leg up to the sky. Exhale, the left knee comes in towards your chest. Inhale, send it up. This time as you exhale, step your left foot off of the mat to the left side of your mat. Drop your right knee down. Send that left leg straight as you press your hips back. Fold over that left leg. So both hands are on the inside of that left foot. Hips are pressing back. Maybe the forearms come down to the mat. Inhale, bend through that left knee. Lift through the chest. Exhale, fold over that left leg. Maybe the forearms come down. Inhale, bend through the knees. Press the hips forward. Gaze up. Exhale, fold over that left leg. Lift the left toes off the mat. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Gaze up. Exhale to fold. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale. Hold it here. Fold a little bit more over that left leg. Bend through the left knee, send your chest forward, curl your right toes under, hover that right knee, send that left leg to hover. So you're in a hovering plank, three-legged plank. Chest reaches forward, maybe lower the left toes down, exhale chaturanga, or hover that left foot. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Send the hips back and up. Look where you're going. Step to the front of your mat and fold over both legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold in deeper. Bend through both knees. Stretch the arms up overhead as you inhale. Exhale your hands to your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms touch, lengthen, maybe a back bend. Exhale, fold over the legs. Halfway lift as you inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold deeper into the legs. Plant the hands. This time the right leg will stretch back behind you. Sorry, no. This time the left leg goes back. Pivot the left heel so that your left toes are pointing to the long edge of your mat, but you're keeping a 40-degree angle. Ground down through your right toes. Reach the hands up, coming into your warrior one. Send the hips forward, square off the hips. Send energy out through that left baby toe side of the foot as you reach your arms up. Keep bending through that right knee. Take one more breath. Exhale, bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers the non-habit way. Draw the shoulder blades together, hover the hands off the seat, lift through the chest, maybe the hands reach back. Exhale, fold over. Draw your right shoulder to rest on your right upper thigh, and the hands lift up towards the sky. Humbling our warrior one. Relax the forehead. Taking a few breaths here. Don't let that right hip drop. Keep it active. Keep reaching the hands a bit higher. Take one more breath. Exhale it out. Inhale, come back to center. Reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, dive the hands to frame the right foot. Ground down through the right hands. Left toes point to the front of your room. Right leg reaches up, three-legged dog. Bend through the knee and stack open the hip. Look under your left shoulder to square them off. Lift that right knee a little bit higher towards the sky. Look where you're going to the left side of your mat. Lightly step your right foot to the left side of your mat as you send your hips forward. Lengthening through the hips, reach your right arm back, coming into your goddess pose. Take one more breath. Exhale, lower the right hand, come into a plank position, maybe hovering that right foot. Either lower the right foot down or hover it. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Curl the toes, exhale, down dog. Step your right foot off of the right side of your mat. Lower the left knee down. Uncurl the left toes. Press the hips back, fold over that right leg. Holding it here. Folding deeply over that right leg. Relax the forehead. Soften everything down. Keep drawing that left hip forward, sending your right hip back. Fold a little bit deeper for one last breath. And then keep your hands to the inside of your right foot, bend through your right knee, draw your chest forward, lift the chest. Exhale, send the hips back, fold over that right leg. Great. Inhale, draw the chest forward, lower the right toes down. Exhale, fold over the the right leg. 3 more breaths. Inhale, bend through the right knee, send the chest forward. Exhale to fold over that right leg. 2 more. Last breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, last one. Exhale, send the hips back. Pause here, folding over that right leg. Take one more breath. Exhale it out, folding deeper. Ground the right toes down onto the mat. Curl your left toes under, hover that left knee. Step it back to your down dog. Pedal out the feet, find your down dog. When you're ready, step or float to the front of your mat. Fold over both legs when you arrive. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up overhead as you inhale. Exhale, your hands come down to your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, fold over the legs. Halfway lift as you inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold deeper into the legs. Ground down the hands, step your right leg back. This time, crescent lunge, reach the arms up. Bend deeply into that left knee. Separate tracks with the feet. Exhale, lower the hands to frame the left foot. Lengthen through the left leg and fold over that left leg. Step the right foot in halfway so that your right heel is down on the mat, and fold over that left leg a little bit more. Bring your right hand to the center of your body, through the center of your mat. Send your right hip forward, left hip back, and then draw that left arm up to the sky. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Inhale, lift that left hand, twist over to the left. Exhale, draw that left hand down. 3 more breaths. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. 2 more. Inhale to lift. Twisting as you exhale. And lower the left hand down. Last one. Reach that left arm up. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Fold over that left leg. Keep sending the right hip forward, left hip back. From here, step your right leg back even more. So you're in your crescent lunge legs, bend through that left knee. Walk the left foot off to the side of your mat. And then either hang out here in your lizard pose, or you have the option to come down onto your forearms. Keep drawing that left knee in towards the left shoulder. From here, I'm going to walk you through an arm balance. It's a new one, so I'm going to demonstrate it first, and then you guys can try it out. So from your lizard pose, you're either going to hang out here, or you're going to bring your left hand underneath your left thigh and wrap it beside your left foot. So kind of like you're drawing a backpack over your left shoulder, and the backpack is your left knee. From here, you're going to walk your right hand down the center of your mat, and you're going to bend both elbows, hooking your right elbow underneath your right thigh. And then your left leg is going to bend, and you're going to hover your left foot and right leg off the mat. And then when you're ready, lower the right foot, send the left leg back, and come back up into upward dog. So let's walk through that again. So your left foot is beside the right. Your right knee is hovering off the ground. You bring your left hand under the left thigh and beside the left foot, outside edge of your foot. From here, bring your right hand a little bit closer to the center of your mat. Bend both elbows enough so that you can rest your right hip just above your right elbow. And then from here, walk your left knee to rest on your left elbow, and hover the feet. And then step it back into your up dog. So you can try that little flow if you'd like, or you can hang out into your lizard pose. So we're here for 3 more breaths, wherever you're at. If you want to try the additional pose, you're welcome to, and if not, then you're welcome to hang out. Wherever you're at, we're here for 2 more breaths. If you're in your lizard pose, step your left knee back into your tabletop. We're all going to meet in table. Shift your chest forward past the fingertips. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, curl the toes, down dog. Look where you're going. Step or float to the front of your mat. Fold over the legs when you arrive. Bend through the knees. Sweep the arms up overhead as you inhale. Exhale your hands to your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms touch, maybe a back bend. Exhale, fold over the legs. Halfway lift as you inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold deeper, ground down through the hands, step your left leg back. Separate tracks with the feet, crescent lunge as you inhale. Bend through that right knee, send the hips forward. Take one more breath. Exhale it out. Bring the hands to frame that right foot. Send the right leg straight. Fold over that right leg. Keep squaring off the hips. Take one more breath. Exhale it out. Bend through the right knee as you step your left foot halfway, dropping the left heel down. Bring your right hip forward, left hip back. Sorry, right hip back, left hip forward. Fold over that right leg. Bring your left hand down the center of your chest. Hover that right arm up to the sky, opening up for a twist. Exhale, lower the right hand to frame your foot. 4 more breaths. Inhale, open through the right side of your mat. Exhale, lower down. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Fold over that right leg a little bit more. When you're ready, step that left leg back. Bend through the right knee, lower the left knee down. Bring your hands to the inside of your right foot and walk that right foot off the mat. From here, you can either hang out on your palms or you can come down onto your forearms, resting here in our lizard pose. Or if you want to try the extended variation, you're going to come back onto your palms. You're going to bring your right hand underneath the right thigh and bring your palm down to rest on the pinky side of your foot. You're then going to bring your left hand closer towards your chest, down the center of your mat, and you're going to start to bend both elbows, resting your left elbow to hook over your left hip bone, and you're going to bend through your right knee, extending your left leg off the mat, resting your right knee over your right elbow and hovering both feet off the ground. Step your right leg back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, tabletop. And you can either try that again or you can rest into your lizard pose. So wherever you're at, we're here for 5 more breaths. You can play around or you can just work on opening up through the hips in preparation of the modification pose. We're here for 2 more breaths. Slowly come back to your hands if you're not already there. Step your right knee back. Ground down through the fingertips. Shift your chest past the fingertips. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale to your child's pose. Send the hips back, knees together, toes together. Bring your forehead down onto the mat. And rest here. We're going to end our practice here in a child's pose. So you have the option to keep your knees together, toes together, or you can send the knees out wide as your mat. whatever feels most comfortable and relaxing for you. And then when you're ready, come down, relax the forehead down to your mat. If your forehead doesn't comfortably come down, you can stack the hands one on top of the other and rest your forehead onto the palms. So wherever you're at, find that child's pose and shut down the eyes. And let everything go here. Come back to your natural breath. Start to scan and relax the body from head to toe. Soften through the forehead, relax through the eyes. Soften the jaw. Soften the shoulders and chest. Relax through the low back and hips. Allow the glutes to open and soften. Soften through the inner thighs, the hips, ankles and calves. And allow yourself to melt deeper into the ground with every breath. When you're ready, keep the eyes shut and make your way back into tabletop position. And just lightly come to sit, crossing both knees, grounding down through the tailbones. Maybe moving the skin away from your seat so you can sit nice and tall. Lifting through the crown of the head. Together we're going to bring our palms together in front of the heart and just bow your chin towards your chest. Taking a moment here to thank yourself for all the work and all the effort that you put in to take care of your health and wellness, and all the love that you give yourself, and be grateful for that. If you'd like, you can draw your awareness inwards and think of a few more things that you're grateful for in your life. And as you build this sense of gratitude, you're expanding your heart outwards and bringing more of that energy to be grateful for into your life. So it's almost like a magnifying thing that happens when you find gratitude for all the blessings that you have in your life. You actually start to become aware of all the blessings and then magnify even more to come into your life. So it's a really beautiful practice to start incorporating in your life. And when you're ready, we're going to end our practice by joining the knuckles of the thumbs to the forehead and bowing forward in humble gratitude to say namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today for another practice on the mat. I hope that you enjoyed yourself, and as always, I'm sending you all so much love and light your way. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye, guys.